Timberborn, and I played on for a bit. I actually had to stop myself from getting a bit carried away, so let's just run through some of the changes. You might hear a fan running in the background. It's incredibly warm again today, and I'm sat with the dogs, so it's for their benefit as much as it is for mine. So added in the gatherer flag that we had to delete, and I've also put a staircase here so that they can get to the mangroves, and I deleted in the process of deleting the mangroves that just weren't in a convenient place, so done that. I have got the power line in for the deep mechanical pump, and that area is now hydrated, and we have the canola in and growing, and it's actually grown to a rather nice percentage. I've added in, because we are pretty low on logs, because we have this little construction project going on. There is a tree missing there. I've been trying to address that through the liberal application of planting a lot more trees. So let's just pick up the bits of cutting area that I had missed. So we've got 2 new foresters in here in Scrapflow, and they are trying to get more trees planted there. I have also added in one on the slope here that leads across up here to the construction site. I could probably do with putting some log storage in for the lumberjacks here. So let's think about doing that. I could probably just use a couple. Actually, there's all that log storage there. I don't need to do that at all. Let's do that. Yep. Yeah, so Problame pointed out that I had missed that. I'm probably not going to pick up loads of people's comments today. I am absolutely exhausted from lots of running this weekend. So, yep. We've made progress on the pipe here. So most of this is built. We just need to fill in some of the sides. I need to put in a missing impermeable floor here, and we can also put in the missing bits here. So yeah, I've really been a bit lax with the comments since the last video. I've been kind of focused on some other things, which would be my running training. I don't really talk about real life stuff so much in these videos, not as much as I do in the farming simulator videos, but I run ultramarathons for relaxation, as well as playing Timberborn for relaxation, and I'm about a month and a bit away from my next one, and so training is kind of intense at the moment. So yeah, we'll get them to build that. We do need to work on then attaching that to that. Not sure how we're going to do that yet, but I do want to focus on getting some of this done today. I think this forest is new as well. We've got 4 new foresters in, trying to help with the fact that basically our log situation is pretty dire. I think that's most of the changes. So kind of slowly working on getting the power moved up here. So we'll do that. Because that'll allow us to then do some industry up here, which will be good because we do need to expand the industry a little bit. And then over at Stackleduct, so I think most of the scaffold stuff I had planned out before. You can see let's get the game running, because otherwise we're not going to make progress. They're making reasonable progress, so they're up to the top level of some of this stuff, and they're making progress. They're pretty much resource limited. So I put in here a pile for logs, planks, and metal, so that the bots didn't have to go so far. They've got charging here. They have a tank for grease, but we don't have a huge amount of grease, so that is a problem, and something I do want to have a look at resolving in the soon. Yes, good words. So from this end, they're getting going on that, which is cool. And then this end, I flipped around the ladders, and Nama pointed out the same thing, that basically if we flip around the ladders, we will get access. And what I've done is I put a path then along here. We might have had a path along here already. I haven't connected it here because this is the main district rather than Scrapper Flow. That let them build a whole load of stuff. They can't get into here because of the levees, but again, there's then a path that goes in here, so they can build along here. And I also put a bridge across here, which in theory is letting them start to build up this side. So overall, it's progressing, but we need more logs, so upped the log production. We've got some homeless beavers. They are mostly in the main district, but there are some here, so we do need to build a bit of housing. Just trying to see if I can squeeze in any housing. We could do a row house just there. That would work. But I want to scale up our population. Ooh, that's an ugly set of paths. Please get rid of that. Yeah. Guessing we wouldn't get power transfer there. Oh, that went dark. Oh, that was weird. Okay. So yeah, they are making progress. Someone did suggest, and apologies, I do not remember who it was, to build a completely freestanding scaffold with the bridges, so that, because to some extent we are dependent on them building stuff to be able to progress the scaffold, because I think I did the I did do the scaffold with you guys. You know, they need to build so much of the aqueduct before they can build the next bridge. And I kind of, if I was doing this again, I would do that, because then we could have many builders doing many things. But I think actually, because we're resource limited, it's okay. I think it's okay with how it is. So what I want to do is, now in an ideal world, so I want to oh god, the old brain box is a little frazzled. Why am I doing them one at a time? Let's prioritize all of this. We need to make sure that I need to make sure that I prioritize the impermeable stuffs as well. There we go. We've got to do all of the side pieces of floor in here. This is only a visual project and it will look cool, but yeah, we need to be dealing with the practical. And the practical is we need to really up our capacity to build. We need to be able to house more beavers. We really need more beavers beavers, I think. I really didn't want to delete that, I don't think, but we can work around that. So I'm going to prioritize picking that up. I'm going to replace that. Come on, game. Come on. With a ladder. That'll get us access to both levels. So let's make building that a priority as well. Let's run a path right along there. And then, yeah, we've got quite a lot of well-being stuff down here. We're not making the algae rations yet, and we've not really got enough well-being stuff. But, you know, we've got some. So, those can go. We'll prioritize picking those up, and then going to basically bring this across and have it follow the path up as we retreat it. There we go. How's the power grid looking? Pretty good, actually. Yeah. Going to terraform that in. Is there actually anything in there? I don't think there is. No. So let's terraform that back in as well. And put path back. That random piece of path doesn't need to be there. What I'm thinking is we do a small accommodation thing here. Maybe with... Now I've deleted that. Maybe with some well-being on top of it. Like maybe with a wind tunnel on top of it. Looks like we need to have these prioritized by haulers because they don't have dirt in them. I feel like we could really do with... Let's just... been really ignoring the beavers lately, so... We could get speed boost. Working speed boost. We would need to push their well-being up quite a lot, really, to get the next big boost. And I think that would just come from having either enough stuff. Yeah, we just need a lot more stuff, really. And I think that's going to be a struggle with how I've laid out the colony. So I'm spending a lot of time kind of thinking at the moment and not a lot of time doing. It's probably really frustrating for some of you. So we don't have any canola processing in this district, which we need to sort. So we could This is just to make grease at the moment. We could delete those. We could put an oil press there because thanks to the previous comment, I think that will transfer the power. If they come build that nice and quickly, we could do that. We could then do a couple of platforms there. And we could do a medium tank canola oil. That's to supply. Oh, we need logs and we've got barely any logs. That'll get that done. I've made all of this far too dense. Far too dense. Maybe we delete one of the power plants. Yeah, let's delete one of those. And then on science, we have the grease factory. And we put one of those. Not a staircase, you silly boy. Path. And it's just going to go. Do that. And we need storage for the grease. There. Grease. Supply. Then we'll come down here. Storage. Grease. Obtain. And we should probably prioritize that. I know our builders are a mixture, I believe, but you know. I think anyway. Our builders are mostly beavers. Okay. Don't think we have any canola storage even. But what we'll do for now, and I say for now, and you know that means it'll stay that way. Giddy's having a dream. I'm sat with my 4 dogs. Which, if you didn't know, is 2 greyhounds and 2 collies. You might not care. They're a big part of my life, so hey. Let's do that. No, we're iron teeth. We don't need to put roofs on them. And then we should do storage. Long warehouse. You there. Canola seeds. Obtain. And you're a high priority. You're a high priority. You should all be a high priority. There we go, because I bet that's full. Yeah. Cool. Right. So they've got lots of growing to do. They've got lots of growing to do. Just checking on. I think these are even further behind. Yeah. And I think these are the most advanced. So yeah, they're 70%. So that's good. But yeah, what I wanted to focus on, we need to make sure we've got access to the area, because I'm really not focusing on it. Well, there are many things that I wanted to focus on. Sorry, I'm feeling very discombobulated. I love that word. forgot how tiring running back-to-back long runs is. Demolish. Prioritize. 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 There we go. Hopefully that's too far from a district. Why is that too far from a district? Because there is not a path there. I always click the wrong button. There we go. I know the path is not optimal. It doesn't matter. It's just for a building project. And then we need to think about doing this. So how deep is that? I'm guessing it's only a single. Just click on that thing, can't I? Nope. So let's scroll down. Come on. Yeah, it's only one deep there. So if we go landscaping, actually we can be smart. We can do that. We can delete that bit of path. Dynamite that. You can come along there. That can be a double. That can be a single. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the butt. Those trees there, isn't it? Because we want to save the trees. Going to jink it across one. And then we'll do that. So that we can get the irrigation down the mountain. Yep. That's that. Go to there. And then we'll sink it down. Sink that down. And we'll just delete a bunch of those. Let's do some prioritizing. There we go. Not sure how the access is going to be for these. There is a way I could ensure access, so let's put in all of the other bits that are needed. We'll see what they can build without it, and then we'll see what access we need to grant them. Let's do some terraforming. Kind of reduce the. I'm just going going to say man-made, but beaver-made construction we need to do. It always looks a little bit nicer if we use the terraforming to hide some of this stuff. It does make up a little bit for my slightly lazy initial construction. Hey, rather than blowing up, so this is a neurodivergent thing. I get that you blow up, but in the end it goes down. Yeah. Anywho, let's prioritize that. I also think I may not have spoken about the fact that I'm neurodivergent on here. Oh well. Now I have. Let's do some prioritizing. There we go. So we'll see how they get on with that. Those are all in. We want to demolish that as a high priority. Let's go back over here. So those are in, so we can now delete that. We want to pick those up because we need all the logs we can get. We've got a lot of ingredients for, well, I've got all of a full supply of those, so we're going to be really good for those. Let's just head, wow. It amazes me when I come back over here and see the progress that they've made. They've even got a corner built, which is cool. It's very cool. Can they get? They can. Sneaky little beavers. Sneaky little beavers. I think that's a layer. Yeah, it is. Let's see what you can build. See what you can build, beavers. Don't think it's gonna let me know. It's not gonna let me do that one. But they are working at a pace. It is freaking awesome. That doesn't need to be there. So we'll pause that and that. And what I've been doing is putting in that extra little couple of pieces of parts. You can see I did it there as well. It just lets them get that little bit further. And yeah. Right. So do we have grease in this district now? We appear to have a tiny amount of grease. Do we have canola oil? We have a tiny amount of canola oil. I know I have a whole load of optimizing to do. Today is not the day for optimizing. Okay, so looks like it's time to build some stairs. There we go. We can throw in a little bit of parquet. bridge. There. To there. Why didn't the dynamite get built? I'm guessing because someone didn't prioritise it. We also probably need to do the work at the back end because this isn't connected. In case no one noticed. But let's do the rest of the work. Let's do the rest of it. You need to be prioritized. Let's blow that up. And we can do double platform, single platform out to there. We'll put a terrain block along there to make it look more natural. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'll put terrain blocks there and there as well. And that would be a levee. Let's come in with the prioritization again. There we go. Detonate that. And double, and then into the singles, and we have our pipe in the ground. Levee. Do I use a bit more dirt? I think we do. Let's do something like that. That works. Impermeable floors. There we go. So we then need to work on running it all the way over here. So, why am I focusing on doing this, you might be wondering. Well, I want to make all of this green so that we can grow trees over here. Because I think we need to, we're up to 500 trees, so maybe we don't. Yeah. Is there actually logs in the log store? There is logs in the log store. Okay. Is there logs in the log store down here? There is not logs in the log store down here. But that's maybe because this plantation needs to grow in. Okay. Right. I think the most direct route is to come down here, along here. Will then become an airborne pipe. To essentially want to draw on the levels of this. So I want to come along there. We'll come into this corner. We'll come down here. Down here. Down here. guess we could eject water. There. And then what I'm going to do, nice and simply, is just run a channel of dynamite like that to join those two together. So actually, that is incorrect, sir. You've done all of that and you are incorrect. Yeah, I know. I know. You all saw it. No, I didn't. What I actually meant to do was that, there, and then come in with levies, there, and there. Complicated, this stuff sometimes. I think sometimes it's maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's harder doing it whilst talking. Maybe it is for me sometimes, actually. This is not natural for me. I know some people are naturally good at doing this. This is something that I've had to work on. Being able to talk, to make these for people to watch. It's why sometimes there are mistakes. So you need to be double platforms and then triple platforms. Double and triple. That's not right, is it? No, you're not right. Yeah, that needs to be doubles inside. It's getting toasty in here. I know some of you live in much hotter countries. It's much more for my dogs, actually. Me. My brain does start to fade when I get too hot, but I care much more about the heat and my dogs than I do about me. I've just been through and prioritised that while Joker was rearranging himself. I did put the impermeable floors there. Yeah. I know I don't necessarily need to have tops. I don't necessarily need to use pipes to do this. I like using them. I think they're cool. And I sometimes do things in this game because I think they're cool. I usually watch JC the Beard's videos, and I sometimes feel very sorry for that guy because he gets a really hard time for doing things that are not always optimal. I think that tends to happen as your audience gets bigger. I've noticed as my audience for these videos has grown significantly, that there is a distinct change in the comments from some people of not playing completely optimally sometimes. People will learn that I play how I like to play. Sometimes I like to play super optimally. Sometimes I play this game because I find it incredibly relaxing and fun. and therefore I will do things how I want to do them. And, you know, I really appreciate it when people point out the silly mistakes that I make and that kind of thing. But equally, I might do things the way I do them because it's just having fun. So, yeah. Right. So that's almost all of that planned out and prioritized. Put that in, which is good. And this should hydrate quite a large area. I am going to put some platforms in here just so that whoever's working in there can get across. Just thinking actually that if I want to have the water to that depth, I'm going to need to raise the back of that pond. So let's enable that. It's funny how, well, it's not funny, it's maybe frustrating sometimes. You start off with a plan to do one thing. It ends up taking you so long to do the other thing that you wanted to do that you don't get anywhere near done. Because we've done none of the expanding population that I'd planned to do. So let's make those a priority. Because, yeah, I would like to be able to do that. Cool. We probably need to now put one of those there. Do that. Let's blow those up. And put those in. Impermeable floors. Priority, and we need to work towards getting to water. Now, if we go down here, okay, I am basically going to need to cut into that there. So I think if we run explosives along there, we can do a pipe to there, go in there with a double platform. That'll work. And we can close this. So that's fine. Cool. Right, let's go back over here. Let's put in the next bit of this. I want to keep the building beavers in this district focused on this irrigation project for now. And I know we could probably make this more efficient if I put some storage. Let's do that. Logs. Planks. At this point, yeah, we're probably not getting the maximum efficiency gain, but we'll get a little bit of efficiency gain. Let's prioritize those. Buy haulers. There we go. Give us a little bit of a bonus. And then over here, wow. They're not doing badly, are they? They're not doing badly at all, I don't think. How's our tree farm? 95%. So I think 7 bots free. So let's use bots to do some of the harvesting, and we'll use beavers to do some of the harvesting. These are 69, 63, so we'll leave those for a bit. Do we need more for this district? Not in general. We've got canola oil. Have we got grease? No, so let's put in another grease factory. Delete that. We'll put another grease factory there. How's this district doing for basics? We've got food. We've not got logs, we've got food, water. We've got 15 homeless beavers. Jesus. Did they build that? No. This takes 35 logs. That's going to sleep 8. So we need to put another one of those in. If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid. And we've got logs coming very soon, so there we go. That'll sort some of that out. Let's go over here. I think we need a few episodes focusing on this stuff, actually. I really do. There's a lot that we've been ignoring. And while we do that, obviously, they'll be working on building the stack aqueduct. So it's kind of win-win in my mind. That's going in. These need to be prioritized. How are these trees doing? They're at 60%. So these should be about to be cut down, which is excellent. We could put more charging along here. go for it on grease. For a start, I should have bots making it. And the same with the canola oil. Wondering if I put in a third one. Because where I said about scaling up, what I actually wanted to do was scale up bot production. But we've really not even started to think about that yet. But, you know, if I look at the resources in, say, this district, I've got a lot of gears. We've got no planks. Yeah. If I go here. So I've just noticed we've got shed loads of canola oil. That means we've got lots of canola oil in this district. But we have like 10 grease. So that means I need to seriously up the grease production in this district. We can use some of this space to do that. Going to terraform some of this. Make this plateau bigger. Let's make that a medium priority. I'm only prioritizing it because otherwise they'll do the stack aqueduct first, and we don't want that. Let's head over here again. Most of that's in. They're working on that to make you a bot. So basically, we just need to cut some of these trees down so that I can put a... What I should do. It should be sensible. I should make the tree cutting area smaller. So that they just cut down the trees we need cut down. That's in. Gonna have to delete that. Could make that a single. So what I could do is do double there. Trying to make it minimal impact while I have to close off the supply to scrapper flow. Because that's obviously a bad thing. No, I can't do that. So yeah, we are going to have to do it that way. I find it quite amusing that we're basically going to have the classic building works cutting off your water supply job. And that needs to be closed initially. Well, we probably need to actually finish building the rest of this as well, don't we? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Been so focused on watching them build the rest of it, I've not been paying attention to some of the other stuff. Yeah, cool. So you're done. So let's delete that. Let's delete the path to there, and then go back one. Come across there. Then maybe down like that. And that way we can run a path down there. Make that a priority. Actually, if I was sensible, save myself a ton of dirt. Not an actual ton. By doing that. There we go. Then we set that to be something like that. Awesome. So you are prioritized. Excellent. There's log supplies going up, which is good. On our logs there. That's getting pretty close. So going to unpause all of those. I'm also going to punch the mic stand just to annoy people. Right, so this district now has no homeless people and 10 spare beds, which is great. We have a lot of hungry beavers coming over here. So what I'm going to do is put a little feeding station in. So let's high prioritize that. And if you would, I would like to make that water and obtain. Awesome. And I am pretty pleased with how much progress they're making on that. I really am. It looks like we now actually have grease in this district. We do. I think I'm going to build storage. A medium tank here for grease. We'll say it's a supply. We'll make that a medium priority build. Do we have canola oil? So we might now want to build another canola press. And we can do that here. While we've got that open, actually, let's come in, clean up all of that trash. And we'll do storage, small warehouse there. For canola seeds set to obtain, please. And we'll prioritize that. Cool. Right, let's go back down here. So that's in. Awesome. Those need to be prioritized. No, yep. Let's prioritize all of those. Did the inside get done? Otherwise we're going to have a leaky pipe, and no one wants a leaky pipe. Come on. Yeah. Nope. Let's prioritize those. Right, that's done. So let's reset that now. inside here. Let's roll back down. All of the way into here. Do those. We close those. This is going to cause rather a lot of flooding. It's fine. Don't panic, everyone. We're going to help. We're going to put explosives in. Explosives helps with flooding. Right, let me get to the thing. There we go. There we go. See, the flooding helped. See, everyone was fine. So we detonate that. We put in a... Come on. We get in there, please. Oh, this is tricky building. There. And then we go... Oh, we didn't need to put that there. We go... impermeable floor. High priority build. We can pick that up. That's cool. There's a path up to the top of that, so that's good. We do levy there. We make that a high priority, and that'll be sorted, I think. I hope. If we go look inside, yeah, that should be okay. And if I am right, we should be able to turn that on once we are sealed up, which we are. So roll back down, find those, open, reset that. Hopefully there is water flowing through our new pipe. Hopefully, I'm not seeing signs of irrigation down here. Let's come down. Yep, there's water flowing there. So that's good. There is water. Oh, I can't believe how long it's taken to get this one little project done. It feels like it's taken way longer than it should have. But hopefully it means we're going to have another nice green area. And the cool thing is that it irrigates along the way, which I like. So delete that. Those can now be emptied. That's almost at the right level. And yeah, we've got quite a lot of green now. Very nice. Not introduced any leaks. So the last part of our irrigation system that we had planned is to join this to this. Why are you running around thirsty and hungry all of the time? I'm going to put in another pantry. You're literally running past water stations the whole time. Yeah, so I think there are... I've got a lot to do still on this. Still got to close up all of that side. But that's okay. This is another folly, really. It's not essential. What I need to do is get trees growing in here now. It's not the biggest area to grow trees, considering the amount of work it was to get water in here, but more trees, more gooder. Might just remove that little area and see if that goes green. Because that would be good, but I think I'm going to call it a day for now, because we've got a good hour under our belts, and although it doesn't feel like we've achieved much, it's taken a while to get here, so I think what I might have to do between videos is finish getting this power line in so we can get the new industry running. Get the forest in here. Let's get that other oil press in. You don't need to exist. You're supposed to be the one for canola seeds. There we go. Let's prioritize you. And maybe next time we'll actually work on expanding the population, and the beavers are just going to keep building this thing. It's going to take a while. It's going to take them quite a while. I think the more they get built, the faster they will build it, because the more there is, the more options that beavers have to build stuff. If that makes sense. It does in my head. You know, the more options there are for workers to take things to place them. But yeah, I just wanna. Oh, we're ready for these. Cool, because they're just about to come up. It's really a very token amount, but let's put a log store set to supply there. Anyway, yeah, folks, thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed today's video, where we've tried to focus on other things, but I feel like I've not really focused on very much. But we have our new irrigation system in and our new water pipe active, which is kind of cool and needed for progression. We need to be growing more trees. Yeah, I think next time we'll try and keep focusing on what we need to set up to expand, because I need another housing area. I do think we need some more organic beavers, but mostly we want more bots. If we can get the tree situation much better, I think I'll maybe use a few engines to put in some little charging points. So we'll put in some charging points, maybe with some grease storage as well, and maybe a science tower. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you to the recent patrons. There's a few of the Timberborn fans have joined Patreon. Really appreciate it. See you next time.